Da, 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 da. Is it going? Okay, it's going well. So, welcome to part 19. So, nothing else to say. I'm just going to adjust things here. And that should do it. Anything else to do? No, I think I can go now. Okay. So she said, welcome to part 19. So we finished the official story and I searched a little bit on the internet for the Wii U version and that destroys the destroyed core is part of the original game. What is not part of the original game is the scenes that go after the waking of Lao. Because in the Wii U version it says the story never ends, but here there is an after story. Which goes for Xenoblade 1, as I think, because this opens the entire universe of Xenoblade, as far as I'm concerned. Well, I got a better skill, but I'm not going to use that because I just got it and... Well, in case of extreme emergency, so let's start doing affinity missions. Let's go with this one, the serial thriller. And as you can see, I'm level 69 and this is the last class that I have to max. And after this I'll go back to full Metal Jaguar. And if someone's asking, yes, I restore Elma to her original look, which is, well, a Xeno girl. I mean, we're not call this a woman because a woman is like a human female. So let's say a female.
Right. So guess what? Listen.
So I think what it is this. No, is this other one. A lot of definitive missions are really well marked, so you cannot avoid. You cannot forget that they exist. A false hole. Level require 57. Okay, let's do it. See what it's all about.
Yeah.
Come with us. We'd like to question you about some homicides.
Hehehe. Let the mercy know you won't come to this. I mercy very formally, Charlie. Break down and admit that you did. No, come on. A mercenary, but not a murderer.
Ugh, please. Can you not immediately jump to conclusions?
No.
I haven't killed anybody. Yet. Look, what's going on here?
We have 8 homicide victims, all of them Blades.
Blades? Which ones?
Otis, Yolanda, 6 others. Names ring any bells?
Yeah. Damn. They were lowlifes, but
All the deceased share a common trait. They all worked with you at some point. Folks claim you're grabby with mission rewards. We have a stack of such complaints. We also hear that you once shot someone in the back during a mission.
Yes, that's
It's
true.
reasonable to think all that earned you a few enemies. And then there's the whole murderous alias you go by. So yeah, we're suspicious. And more than a little.
Is she going to jail? Think that Athena must be behind the light help. See that the murderers will never do something. Surely you're going to defend murderers? Well, I mean, think that Athena must be behind the light with hope. I mean, that could be true, but knowing who this girl is, I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, that does seem likely, doesn't it?
It's a possibility we're pursuing. But we still think it's best if we asked you a few questions.
Fair enough.
Then if you'll please follow me.
Hold it. Sure, the murderess will rob you blind, and she's a generally horrible person. But there's no way she killed those people.
Oh,
That
come
would
on.
mean giving up on her dream. And we all know she'd never do that. Irina?
I understand your concerns. Again, we're simply taking her in for questioning.
But she's got enemies everywhere, especially in the top brass. Who's to say she won't be given a permanent residence in the brig?
So you want us to ignore a suspect? What happens when another blade dies?
Yes, you need to be less encouraged. So to find the real clue yourself.
Boom. Perfect. Hell, we can even go look for him together. I owe Yolanda and the others that much.
Now just a minute. I can't let a suspect waltz off and start...
What's the problem? You've got Irina. Huh? Oh, I see. You mean you want me to go find the killer. All right, I'll do it. Please, kitten. That isn't even funny. You're staying here as collateral. Then if I run, Officer Friendly here can throw you in prison forever. What?
Wait, what?
I do not remember agreeing to that. You believe I'm innocent, right? I might believe you. But I guess if he goes along, it'll be okay. So there you go. We'll go find the perp and be home for dinner. Let's go. We need information. Let's start by hitting up Eleonora.
We'll be home for breakfast, not for dinner at this time. And claiming you'll be home for dinner is it's not really the most brilliant thing to say, to be honest. Also, there's this mission which we're not going to do today about Yar, and this is the first one that is outside in LA. The first one that I can remember. Okay. Lenora! Why are you prone today? Would you give us food for anything? Is there anything, any job available? Blah blah blah. Hello, Lenora.
Murderess, listen, there are some mediators looking for...
Yeah, we know. We're playing sleuth now, thanks to the selfless intervention of a certain blade.
Oh, then I guess you came here for intel, huh?
Right. So give me all you got.
I've got nothing. Sorry. All I know is that you're the investigation's prime suspect.
Wow, they really don't trust me.
Who wouldn't?
But I believe you didn't do what they say you did. Let me look around on my own, okay?
Thanks. We'll ask around town while you're at it.
All right.
Come
I'll
on.
start digging up leads ASAP.
Well, welcome to the 90 minutes of searching and interrogating. Find who the real assassin is. And you got everything together to make yourself suspicious. Do you hear about first in the battle last life? So, well, okay. That's not my concern right now. Well, the areas for searching are a little smaller.
What's that?
The victims of the serial murder were all killed in one of the same two ways. Blah blah blah. Okay. Boing.
Hey,
Hey, get a load of this.
I heard the victim died after being shot in the foot and temple. Is it were you avoid going anywhere alone whenever possible? Whenever possible. I have to jump.
Well,
by the way,
No, did Tracy, the mediator, you saw her arrest a servant during a barista. Okay. Yeah, 19 chapters later and my English still sucks. It's not like I'm getting any better. But I guess that's normal because I barely speak to anyone, really. I say I'll eat sometime, but I do things alone nowadays. So it is normal that I don't have 0 persons in my contact list. As we grow old and some of the connections some of the connections move out, some get a job, some at the end, well, where can this information be? Above? I don't think so. There's information here neither. Probably up here. Managed to. Great. The developers of this game know where to hide things, so wouldn't be surprised if it is located in one of the most inaccessible places ever. Oh, here it is. I heard the men who were killed were shot in the right thing and between the eyes. That's completely insane, right? It has to be a work of some mad signal. And all of this goes to... goes to from nowhere to nowhere, right?
hey,
what did your search turn up?
I've got a question for you. Were all of the male victims shot in the right thigh and between the eyes?
That's what I heard. And the women were all shot in the foot and temple. Pretty weird, huh?
Mm.
This is pretty nickel and dime stuff for them. They're more interested in wiping us all out of existence, you know? Which means we're probably looking for a human. But what's the motive?
Anything.
I've got it. Right down to the perp's name.
You do?
It's Dale Gibbon. The bastard who killed my parents.
And it's here?
What? How can you be sure?
My father was shot in the same way as Otis and the other men. And my mother, the same as Yolanda and the other women. Even the number of victims lines up. It's just like what happened back on Earth.
Wait, you're saying a serial killer made it onto the whale?
He was captured and sentenced to death. But it has to be him.
Murderous?
There's no way this isn't about me. He's sending me a challenge. This is my dream. Not a day goes by where I don't... Of course I am. I swore to kill the bastard the day he gunned my parents down.
You can't just go kill somebody in cold blood. It's illegal.
Nah, fuck you.
Oh, right. And where was that law when he killed my parents, huh?
Nowhere.
That's not the... Hey, you have to help me stop her.
And this is the point, ladies and gentlemen. The law is written paper, but not a practical thing. If there's nobody to apply that law, it doesn't exist. That explains why both Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin can do whatever they want. It's simple. It's the law of the strongest, and you can see it on this game at the beginning. Who's the strongest? Well, not the humans who had to run off from air because they were insufficient. That's the law of the nature. Whether you like it or not, it's true. And don't tell me otherwise because there's enough evidence to prove that. Can they keep on going back here? Or the train to the person you go with her? Of course.
I knew you'd have my back on this. I made my mind up about this a long time ago. So stop trying to convince me and tell me where he is.
Look, I have a couple of leads, but I don't know if any of them are this Gibbon person.
If you say one of those suspects is me again, I will kill you.
Let's see. So, one is an interceptor named Martin, who's currently somewhere in Silvalum. The other is a prospector named Dart, whose last known whereabouts were out in Oblivia.
So one of those two men is actually Dale Gibbon?
Right.
Thank you, Eleonora. Let's go. That monster stole my future. It's time for me to steal his.
Okay. So one of the Chilokitians. Alright. Let's go then. Let's hunt them. I mean, one of them. Guess it's only one of them, right? Dart.
Whoa, hey lady, you look ready to throttle somebody.
Maybe you, Dale Gibbon.
Sorry, what?
Oh, don't play the sap. Either you confess and I kill you, or I just kill you anyway.
Wait, kill me? What the hell, lady? I don't even know this Dale guy. My name's Dart. It's always been Dart, I swear.
Guess we picked the dud. Dale Gibbon may have been a monster, but he definitely had more guts than this sad sack. Let's go Martin hunting.
You probably should start asking his name instead of... I mean, he could lie. So you probably should send another person to interrogate, and then the information can come to you, and you can then take revenge. So it's not this one, and the another one is here. For the giant ship is crashed.
Dale Gibbon. You've changed faces, but looking at you still makes me sick.
Ooh, it's been a while since anyone's called me that. Glad to see you finally caught on, princess. I've been leaving you love letters for a while now. It hurts to be ignored.
Oh, I know. We've been finding them all over. And now I'm going to show you true hurt.
Ooh, what fun. I never thought the Effinger girl could still be alive, let alone here.
I could say the same for you. What's a death row inmate doing alive and well on Mira?
There's more crooks in prison than just the inmates, princess. On the whale, too.
So you ran like a coward?
Damn straight. I specialize in killing. Dying isn't my game. I made deals with every devil that'd listen until I was on that ship's crew. But turns out living as a Mimiosome is barely different than being dead. How do I know who's inside all the people around me? Are they even human?
Not exactly.
LA's crawling with puppets, and I'm the last true man. Isn't that sad, being alone so far from home?
Didn't know you were so sensitive.
What? You wanted boring? I'm a serial killer, for hell's sakes.
Then tell me, why does an anachronism like you start killing again?
I told you, I'm surrounded by puppets. They never seem worth killing.
Ah, and then you saw me.
Yes, and calling yourself the murderess, no less. Even as a Mimiosome, I knew you the minute I saw you. You look just as I remember. Shaking in terror, ready to wet yourself. I saw you, and there was hope. I started having dreams about killing the last of the Effingers.
Are you finished?
Dream? What an honor.
Will you both shut up and just
Give it another
go to
5
business?
minutes, and I'll be your nightmare.
Try me, princess. I'll flay you and all your little puppet friends.
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
They're not really planning to fight me.
Interference. So that's your name?
No, this isn't.
Yes, it is.
All I wanted was to see you break down, to see your terror turn to despair.
Oh, shut up.
How's it feel being pushed to the brink of death?
Are you going to kill me?
Yes.
What do you think?
You've never killed before. Not in cold blood. Surely you don't want to become an actual murderess?
Believe me, I hated you enough to want to kill you. But ironically, it was that hate for you that kept me alive. It was that hate that made me strong. I took that title to remind me that vengeance would someday be mine. I fed off it.
So, you're going to spare me, right?
Of course.
You would be standing here
And if she
today
doesn't, I
without me.
will.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm here because of people like Eleonora and Irina and my friend here. I'm here because they believed in me.
What?
I was never a murderer to begin with. There are plenty of other ways to get vengeance without having to change that. I won't kill you, Gibbon. But you will die. Out here. Alone.
Just fit into someone.
Wait, you're leaving me here? Please, no. Take me back home to New LA. I'll do anything you want. Anything!
Sorry, pal. You never had a us. Come on. Let's go bail Irina out.
Sharon, wait! Sharon!
Sharon Effinger is who I was. But until the day my other dream comes true, it's not who I am.
So you're Sharon. Alright. I'm gonna still call you the murderess. Oh yes!
Stop!
Well, that went really fast. Never thought I would see it in the moment. I thought I will leave it there and then never know about him. That went faster and smoother than I expected. Information? An opponent Timor seems to be sending out distress calls from the floating reef over in Oblivion. Not my business right now.
Murderess. You actually came back.
Of course.
Surprised? You thought I'd run for it?
Of course I did. I thought you'd be clear on the other side of the planet by now. So where's the perp?
In some monster's gut. Or its crap.
Such a dirty mouth for a princess.
I had a bad influence. You should meet her.
Maybe we can all grab a drink.
Sounds like a plan. You're in too, right?
Well, I have enough money for both, so...
Really?
You know we're not gonna hold back, right?
Yeah. Hope your wallet is ready for this.
I have 6 million or 7 at this point, I don't know. So whatever it is, I can pay it.
Mother. Father. Keep watching me. I'm gonna need a lot of help along the way. But one day, I'll restore the Effinger name to glory here on Mira.
And that's your reason to get rich? There are a lot of good reasons to seek a launcher art, Gravity Launch. Okay. More money. So yes, now I'm close to 8 million. Okay, next one. The knob on here. Possess Ignorance. Let's go Possess Ignorance. Any information, sir?
Listen,
A Rothian warrior is searching for able-bodied blades. Interested in establishing friendly relations. We should dispatch blades to a refugee immediately. Right. Where's the... Oh, here it is. Possess ignorance. Okay. And read to Caldros.
A word of caution about this mission. The
Fuck
indigene
you.
you'll be hunting is extremely dangerous. It's already injured several pathfinders.
Yes. I heard Sidon and Mondo were among them. All the more reason to do our job as Harriers and end this threat.
That's my sensei.
Damn straight. But what are you doing here, son?
Licking my wounds after getting pummeled by that same beast, Sensei. That's mighty kind of you. I wish the people on my team felt that way.
Full
What do you
of
say?
mercy as usual. You're on the path of the Buddha, friend.
Okay.
Now tell us about this creature. How did the fight go?
It wiped us out in one blow. Not to brag, but I've been around the block once or twice as a curator, but I swear, I've never seen anything like it. That thing is a monster.
Then we've got something to look forward to. We've been fighting nothing but Xenos lately, and I'm sick of it. A classic test of strength sounds perfect. Man against beast.
Alright.
I'll forward the coordinates where we fought it to your comm device. I know you can handle anything, Sensei. But this thing has sent several Harriers straight to the maintenance center. Please, be careful.
Worry not. We'll have you avenged in no time.
Remember, the maintenance center is the hospital.
Nirvana, friend. We ride!
Okay, so, I mean, yes, no... I don't have more to say. Just, it is what it is. Where's my skull? Or better say, where's... Oh, there's my car. Is that inside the cave? Because it looks like it is. I'm not sure. Okay, that's a shiny ball, but how do I go? Oh, yes, it's a cave. I guess I can enter here with the skull. No. Alright. Infernal Ledge. And you are...
Oh, are you Blades?
Yes.
Who are you?
I am Prone of Tree Clan. I am no enemy.
Well, then why are you here?
Ganglion took my family, holding them prisoner up ahead. Please, stop them. Save my family before they die.
Sorry, we're in the middle of a job. Go ask your Xeno friends for help. Let's move out. Looking at this thing just dredges up memories of Clarissa. Let's go hunt the monster we came for, and reclaim the good name of the Harriers. Did you forget the sound of Clarissa's screams when she was killed in cold blood? All Prone share responsibility for this act, no matter which clan they claim. And yet you want me to help this thing?
You see, no Americans are guilty for going to war.
You wish me to hold back my anger? To forego my hatred? I understand. Allowing the gangling to kill again would put me on equal footing with them.
Thank you. Ganglion are camping just ahead. Please hurry. Please hurry and...
Huh? What's this light?
How? How do mere humans possess a jamming device of this magnitude?
This. It's the transmitter that man-on we rescued gave us.
Curse those meddling little worms and their blasted technology.
What?
You wasted my perfect performance and my precious time. It was your doing, not mine. The work of that miserable little man-on toy you carried. But no matter. Now that the performance is over, the curtain shall drop on you. Welcome your death, primitives. No man-on trinket can save you from the painful end that awaits!
I don't know how sure will bad about saying that in front of my face. That's it. Oh, I'm dying.
What just happened?
We've been trolled.
Did that man-on save our lives with this?
Yes.
It matters not now. Let's focus on the mission. I won't allow myself to be distracted because of some Xeno.
Well, I had to agree with that at the end. Oh, so, and that's why the mission is called Possess Ignorance. Because it's based on pure ignorance. No, how I do this without burning myself into the lava? Hey friend, do you know how we can... Oh, I think I know how. Damn it. Well, definitely this has to be the game with the worst jumping controls ever. Seriously. I think this can be perfectly number one. Well, this is something different at least, and I'm happy for that. It gives you a new challenge. How am I supposed to go there?
They're not really planning to fight me.
Can I ignore this guy and just go straight to my objective? Because I don't know if...
Let's buff up and regroup.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
Forget about it.
Shield wall.
Damn it.
Firing me down.
Oh, he's here.
Gonna make it. I have to stay in this. Help me. Slide.
You say you can't. So the other choice is to fight.
Superior dive.
Fire carnival!
Atomic kick.
I have to stay in this. Help me.
Take this!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
The mightiest.
Oh, I already said this game is unbalanced. And people agree with me. At least the one that commented on the chat. Because there's so many variables here that it's impossible to keep up with or spending more hours than hype. And of course I love this game. Did I talk about the saving points being too far away? Well, this is a good example. Do you need more? No? Well, then I hope you accept that 3 out of 10 rating for me, because if the standard was the 1985 version Super Mario Bros. Okay, but the standard is very high, and this is a game that has been remastered last year, so there has been time to put some improvements, and they haven't. So I'm very close for level 70. What do you expect me to fight with this? It's not even possible.
I want it to end like this.
I don't know if there's a way around this, dude, but right now there isn't.
Yes.
And just look at where we're going to spawn. From the last hit point, no. And can you look at his level compared to mine? This should not be a thing in these terms, but it is. Because the game logic is completely broken. Also, the skill should be a boost, not a necessity to kill enemies above a certain level. Because otherwise, foot combat is completely useless. I know how far I can go without this looking at me.
That probably counts as large.
It's technically impossible. I can bet you whatever you want that this is not possible to avoid. So the problem here is not just the boss, but the environment is completely surrounded by lava. Unless you're a musician, you cannot bypass that.
I'm hit hard.
It looks like it has infinite range for some ridiculous reason.
Yes, that's it.
And mind that every time you die you have to go through all of this again. Yes, this is Xenoblade. This is Xenoblade the game. If it was just for the game, I will say this is probably the worst game I ever played. And I played a lot. Also, why every time I want to change class, my entire setup just breaks? So it's not like I'm just complaining about everything. You can see it on the screen. These kind of things just waste your time. Because if these things were optimized and a lot of the unnecessary bullshit was just more simple, this will be ended in episode. And well, you see here the problem number 2, that this is not a place for battle. There's no way you can win this without an skill, or without insane boosters. It's even faster to do this, for fuck's sake. So I'm changing my mind and rating this 2 out of 10 because I'm probably going to even rate lower as I go along and find even worse things. I want to ask Monolith Software this simple question, and everyone was a sick fanatic of this, which that's the people they hate because these people aren't unreasonable at all. I had in this question, what is the goal of this setup for battle? Because it breaks all logical in war.
Let's buff up and regroup.
Jump, but Donald, these have the worst jumping mechanics ever. And there's no checkpoint for this. So how do the game developers expect me to actually win this thing. If that monster is there, I had to take him to a place that I'm sure I can fight against him, or it will be impossible. As you can see, he's there with a high vision range. How do I know? It's impossible.
We've been spotted, and it's big.
As you can see, the jumping system here sucks because it takes a lot of your health, and that will yes, there can be an armor for that, Just try to switch weapons every time you have battle and put a chronometer on your side. And that takes more than an hour, then this because it's like the developers of this game treat the players like there are 168 hours a day. So do you see how far I have to go in order to avoid a bat in his range? That's about 200 and something meters. Which that should not be logically possible. And yes, again for I don't know what time, the jumping system is one of the worst ever, because it focuses more on range than precision. And when you want to walk or jump, you want precision, which is something that this game does not have at all.
Let's do this. That's what they say here, right?
How big is that thing?
And I had to figure out a way to attract this idiot to my...
Valedictorian on you.
That's it. And now I go here and there's no way of winning this. It is physically impossible. Unless you get the skills here. Either that or I have to take him alone. Well, it had to be this way. It has to be. Maybe it's just this fucking asshole Fitch. There's no way of winning this. So I have to make up into a battle where... Hold on, I've been thinking of something. Can I ask my people to... Just one shot in God Mastermind level it. I mean, I'm going to ask you a question. Firstly, how can you kill this fish when A, you're surrounded with lava, B, your allies jump into the lava, 3, you had to do this on foot, 4, the game is unbalanced and depending on which enemy. So this, for example, should be a level 70 and it's level 42 because the developers who made this thought very well about the game, that the logic, it doesn't even make sense, and when you need precision, the game works against you. Because, I mean, use a gun, one shot. Which gun? Just look. Which can I got? I cannot even change classes. Because I had to get 230 meters into this cave. Which is not logical. So I say, I only recommend this to whoever can... want to spend time getting rid. But that goes in against every logic against war. So yes, I can just go to party, classes, Full Metal Jaguar, and I can bet you $100 that this won't be possible. And now I have to remake my arts again because this is very well made and I know which one are because I maxed them when I beat it the final boss of the game. This game scene where killing about many children is impressive. I mean, that's the best argument to say this game is unbalanced because it focuses more on of attack versus defense instead of strategy, which is every single game that I played. There's no game that I played that doesn't have a strategic way of doing things. And one thing I love about Mario, for example, or Zelda, is that you can be precise in the movements that you want to do, at least up to a certain point. When this game doesn't have a chance, Winter's in a chance, and now I went outside. Fuck off. Go to the city ship. Yes, I can I cannot buy boosters either because in order to get this I have to waste 1 hour into killing. Well, I can buy it online, but I don't have any tickets either. You can double logs, leave reflector, or just one shot. Yes, I mean, but the point of one shot is that you need a bigger potential range attack. Range attack? Is there anything here that says the range of attack? Because for me, it does not. Invest in range attack or potential. Range attack. You need a ranged weapon. And how do I know the range if it doesn't say it? And that's another problem of this game, because it gives you every information except the one that you need. Wait, I haven't... Not a thing, I haven't purchased these weapons, did I? Well, it's not going to change anything. Because it's not about range, it's about the place of combat. I know what you're even talking about. Well, I talk about that. You told me the answer. This game is not balanced, and I cannot. And me personally, I cannot play a game where it's brute force against strategy, because if the game is brute force, then I'm sorry, but it's not worth my time to even try to battle, because it's either you go to, and win, as you said, one shot, or the game is over, because it doesn't focus on strategy. It doesn't focus on movement, attack, and it's the only game on the entire. All the games that I played, that because I don't remember a single game where, well, probably League of Legends, and that's one of the reasons I never played League of Legends. But I cannot think of another game that has this type of mechanic, and this one that I like, because for me direct combat is more humane, because precision, that's the word that I want to say. Oh, In other words, just buy a weapon that has attribute either. You need a ranged weapon with attribute either. Then buy armor that's range attack potential. So any weapon that has... So according to this, to you this should work. My god, you don't even have a build. Buy armor. Well, both of these weapons are either. And about this, well, probably yes, not the best armor either, I admit. And then violet armor with range or potential of as a trait. So, like this one. Alright. Range attack at a night path. Range attack you got accuracy. Let's start with this. Will this work? Probably yes. Women, I see you're in a very annoying cave to navigate. I hope you don't see this as a reason to enter Xenoblade series. The other games in the series are not that bad. I hope so, but I mean the main problem with the game is, well, you say that there are 50 minutes that suck. This is one of them. So I mean, one of the problems of the game, at least for me, is that there's a lot of information to cover and there's no practical thing to combat. So I think this game was made more for a certain type of people, which isn't me. And I spent, you can see on the save here, I already have 150 hours. You didn't sub skills on gear that doesn't do anything. Oh. Yes, that's right, I need to set up it. Alright. So every time I change weapons I have to do this. The reason, I don't know, it's probably hard to do it probably has to do with something, but if I have to... I mean, the problem here is not to read, but to know exactly what each of one of these do. Because it's not very practical to go through all of this. It's probably the other games of the series are not that bad, but if I have to invest money into a game with mechanics that I'm more familiar about, then I probably will do that instead of just going for this, because in order to go for the story, just watch another video on YouTube. And I will avoid this type of gameplays. Because it doesn't benefit neither me or you, the viewer. Just pointing it will lead to the same result. Well, just putting I mean, change your gear to what? How much do they have to change? Because it's already 1 hour and 15 minutes and I haven't even moved a single feet forward. Because I think the most clever thing here to do is to forget about Affinity Missions altogether and go straight for chapter 13 and just move on. Because there's no point. There's no point of coming here, suffer, and to have each one of you watch it, because I guess I'm grateful for having that. Also, the controls are a little annoying because yes, jumping sucks, but also some buttons sucks. Like for example, having to press the Joy-Con for running is not, well, it's a little practical, but it's not that well. I think there are better choices in my opinion, and some of the buttons are not used, like the minus here doesn't do anything. Well, let's see if it does improve something, because it doesn't improve anything. That what's the point of doing all of this? So I had to go here. Well, this works a little better, and now I had to. Well, I cannot ask him to go here, but. And here you see the problem. It's me against lava, not me against the main problem is the ground, not the entire boss, because otherwise I think this will be doable. But if this is a setup, what's going to be the result? Also, it looks like the character cannot unfocus on the punching thing. You had to cancel, you had to jump, you had to do a lot of things, while in games like Zelda you can target the objective or leave. But here it isn't even. You went in to fight even without setting up any attacks. You put the order. That's all you. Well, yes, you can claim that it's all me, but when the so for example, this monster. If I try to kill this dude, so this is probably, or probably not. So let's say this has the same strength as the fish. What's the difference here?
I'm feeling good. I can do this.
Furious blast. Shoot down while they're impaired.
Target in sight.
Use an aura. Superior decoy round.
Let's make it a little more complicated. What's the difference between this and the one in the battle? I mean the cave. Now it goes as low as the one with the fish. But what's the difference here? A little bit of back sitting on my part. You had the skill core crash luck. If you had either weapons on you, that skill will make your attacks much stronger.
Still got a ways to go. Let's keep it up.
Look at that. Oh no. And now let's make it alone. I mean, probably this is easy, but it's just to set an example that sometimes the problem is the ground to battle, and that's why in Zelda I usually avoid fighting in places that I know I won't win because it won't make a difference. So you say that core crash I mean, you say that you could spend like 5 minutes, but you rush out with every session you know towards. I don't know about the game a lot because most of the time I had to spend farming in other places and do side missions to. Well, I can avoid some side mission, but then this mission requires another mission to go to another mission to go to another mission to go to another mission. They're not optional. They'll build it together to access to some affinity missions, so kinda you have to do it. And you had to waste time into that. Because if I had to waste more time, then instead of 150 will be 300 hours and will be on chapter 9 still. And I don't have the same time as someone who wants to play this as it goes. I'm sorry, but I'm not that kind of person. I should go straight for what I want because I don't want to get this to be. All I did was buy other weapons. You're not willing to use 5 minutes to change gear, but when rushing, wasting 20. When you have the knowledge, yes, you can do that. But that requires studying, which if I open a game, well, you probably want to study, but that is for going above the what the standard should be. Because as I can calculate here, will be 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 6 per 15. Let me tell the calculator out. So there are 90 options here, probably more. I will calculate about 100. And you have to know each one of these. And this is one of the problems that I have a bad memory, so I cannot remember what each and every one of them do. So I think this is in the game for me. You like to try to scroll down to your secret character class. The icon far right should be skill I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, core crash. Either true attacks cannot damage enemy appendix, but deal 50% what targeting then. This Sounds strange.
Friends, listen!
I don't know how much progress I'm going to win with this, but as it was just range to range attack it for now. Well, let's try with this to see if it improves. You refuse to change anything. I have a lot of well, let's try with this one. See if we can beat this one, for example.
Open fire! Watch him up. Shield wall! Surge! Superior decoy round! Atomic hit! Wild Maxio, I stack up the hits. Move in for the kill. Violent streak! Yeah! Now step in! Close quarters?
Help me!
Close quarters?
No, another one joins.
Atomic hit!
Use an aura! Get control of the battle!
It's okay.
So characters don't instantly die when stepping on lava.
Shadow strike!
I'm on a roll. Open fire!
I'll show them what they're up
Fury
against.
slap!
Yeah! Now step in!
Superior wild now eat lead and stay down.
Okay, so I think my point here has been demonstrated.
Shield wall!
So this is bad or this is good? Well, so as you can see, I battled 3 enemies.
Move in and do some
And how did I lose this battle?
Furious slap!
Well, you can see it with your eyes. Stepping on lava. Did I make the best decisions? No. Can anyone who is an expert win this? Of course. I mean, everything is possible in life. And I do even think that it is possible, but inside of my possibilities, no. Leading Stringer is a death sentence in this case. Well, admittedly, this is a very annoying place to go through. I mean, if you go in battle with this, you should run. And that's why I run, because there's no way to win this unless you use your skill. Keep using a move that leads you forward. Then for that skill. But what do I have to change? My weapons? I changed. My armor? I changed. Or I can use augments. That's the only thing that I'm missing. But I opened this to do affinity missions, not to spend 40 minutes on one. You didn't. So this is the point that I'm getting extremely confused, because I'm not either understanding, because there's two people don't see each other talking. I do see, because one is talking on Twitch and the another one is talking on YouTube, and so I have two versions of information, but none of them gives me a clear idea of what to do. And I'm not saying it's your fault. Man, it's mine. Yes, it's mine, of course. I mean, probably we'll see this a year later and say, dude, what the fuck? It was this easy. And I have 500 hours in the save. But the point is that I want to finish this game and forget it forever. I'm not opening this. I'm not opening in ever again. Because there's a reason I left this game for a year and not open back. I think the reason is very strong at this point. But I wanted to finish this. Get an eye path. You can play and change one skill for 14 minutes. Okay, shall we, let's do something. Shall we agree that we're not going anywhere with this and we should cancel the stream altogether? Because if we're going for this, there's no point of streaming it because it's going to be a pull and push. And it's not going to go anywhere. Because you know what these situations do. You say something, I don't understand. You tell them it's my fault, and it is because you don't understand, and it doesn't go anywhere, and we waste time, and we don't do anything. So I think it is best to. No, it's fine. It's not all your fault either. Throw a lot with this mission. Maybe you can also go back to save from before you start the quest. No, because I didn't make it. And how about the save slot field? I didn't know about this mission because I'm doing this game completely blind. Didn't know what to do. So the last thing that comes into my mind instead of upgrading this. Is to try this. What's the problem? The one that you see on the screen. And I can buy it on the line shop. Okay, with that ticket I think it should be enough. It's very cheap at the end, so fuck.
Hey,
Wait, I think I.
This for friends' ears only.
Oh fuck, I'm an idiot. I went for scale 1 instead of. This is the good one. Sorry for that. Oh, that will just a piston oil also for another moment. Okay, let's see if this changed anything, because since I don't have a clue, and one is talking English 1 and another one is talking English 2, and I understand English 0, then I'm probably not going to get an answer on both of your sides. So I'll do like the old way and the best. And I'm rooting for you in the meantime. I don't know how to say this, but is you either get one shot or you are full OP. That's the definition of this game. Good luck. Yeah, I hope, because probably it's going to be as simple as putting these augments. But I'm not. This is a personal note. I don't like this type of augment because. Yes, I mean it's more statistical, but well, let's see. I don't want to aim for victory here. I want to aim for performance to see how well this performs with against the fish. Whoops. That's my fault. Whoops. Lower the difficulty and try again. Of course. I mean, it's lowering the difficult going to... I mean, this isn't the first time that I had to pick this option, and it actually went into a more balanced thing. Because like I say, the combat in this game was made by someone who doesn't understand well, probably with that, because I don't think there's I've seen this form of combat in any game as far as I remember. Because one thing is playing games for 16 years and another is to play the same game forever non-stop 16 years. And I'm not that kind of expert. I'm more of because just imagine if you are a pilot and you have every plane with every different settings for flying. That will make everything confusing, and that's why flying is standardized to a limit. So no matter which plane you take, it's going to be the same. How to... Damn it. Whoops.
please?
So I think you can see here the problem. If you cannot see, probably scientific is not a term that should be in your dictionary, but the problem here is ground, not fucking technique. Because if there was a war with 4 versus 1, then it could be winnable, but the ground is shitty, the techniques available are also shitty, and I'm in Full Metal Jaguar, which is, according to someone, the most OP thing that you can be. And this still is struggle, because your friends melt in lava. So the only way you can do this is alone. And in order to do this alone, well, you need a miracle. You need to know the enemy. You need to put your single effort in that enemy. Molotov isn't very good with tutorials. With psychology either, because the entire story has a good psychological investigation into human suffering and whatever. But they forgot about psychological into whoever comes first and plays the game. And no, it's not the only company with bad tutorials either. I've seen worse. But it's in so that you got a chance if you got enough tries and you figure out that you suck. In this game, no matter what you do, there are so many numbers, so much information for even you to remember that unless you put 900 hours, which 100 of them will be investigating, reading forums on the internet, and whatever, then everything's going to be against you. You know what I mean? And this is the point, which Melina is talking about. I didn't understand the most important mechanic until at least 100 hours here. And how much time do you think I have? 150 hours, and I still do not understand the game. And you got both all the blame to me. That's natural, that's tolerable. It happened with me in Zelda, but in Zelda at one point you get good gear or you get good skills. In this game you either get good gear, that's it. And this game is more about the investigation than going fun, because battling isn't even fun. Just sit, press buttons and... Okay guys, I think I'm not going anywhere, and this is only going to get worse with the time as the time goes on. So I think it's a good idea to indefinitely cancel this. Tomorrow there's going to be one stream, but I promise you it's not going to be about Xenoblade, because unless I can figure things out, I'm not going to upload Xenoblade ever. The point is, what is it? I want to do the story mission, but it's just I'm stuck here and I had to get out because there's no way of going around. So I think if I ever manage to get out, which I'm going to put 1 month of time to do it. Yes, I mean, you say that. You can write that whole book. That's how complicated this game is. You had to write a book. This means that your game is so complicated that you fuck it up with adding a lot of things. And I know this because I have Well, I never said this, but I did one time make a micro server with someone, and we had a lot of stuff. And that was the problem. There's a lot of stuff and zero information to get around. What did happen? The players got bored and quit. And nobody used what we used to, because the human psychology tells you that you get addicted by learning through it, not learning by reading it. Because you will forget, because human nature is not designed to remember 1000 facts in 5 seconds, and unless go through this reorganizing every time you change weapon. And the same with this, because this can give you an idea, but it's not enough. Some of these things, yes, are from another universe, but the game doesn't tell you a lot of information about it. The colors don't really tell me anything. It's all a mess, so I cannot go forward with this. It's 1 hour and 35 minutes and I haven't gone forward, so I don't know how this is going to end, but it's not going to end good. So probably because I don't have time to put into this. I have a lot of prints in mind. I wish I could even forget what I just read, because I'm seeing things and all makes sense. Because now if I look at the ones above here, I don't know what they do. Inside I know, because they are simple and you can guess because it's drawn for death. Here you can take a guess, but like I said, it's too much and in too many different categories, because they put a lot of effort in making this game overcomplicated. Not simplified. And simplicity is the most important thing that we forgot humans about, and we're going into complexity, not simplicity, because making things more simple will make it easier and even more effective. And that's how I go. I don't overcomplicate things, because I know that at the end it won't get me anywhere. And the information that you have also is completely useless. I have to, like, for that crab in an isolated island, I don't know about distance until I look into the internet. Well, I can also look at the enemy index. But now the problem is that I have to remember which one it is, because I don't remember the name. Yes, there's a lot of information to look and too little time, because I don't have all the time in the world. That's a lot of complexity. I won't blame for quitting the project. The game is using just for anyone. Yes, I mean I quit for a year. I had to find new content to upload, because this is clearly just going in the opposite direction. It's taking me more viewers than I want. I mean, I had, because Zelda felt different. This well, I mean, so yes, this has to be cancelled. I'm sorry about this, but I'm in a point of I cannot do anything. There's no way I cannot go forward. So consider this as indefinite. It will be. I will go for it again, but probably since this game takes forever to learn, it will take me 3 months, and even then, I cannot promise anything, because in those 3 months I have a lot of projects to go on, and I'm going to move into that projects Well, I mean, one thing about here is the frontier map. This is one of the things that works because the information is so simple. So let me tell you here. You know that these mines, there's only one symbol that tells you that information, and it tells you something simple, as you can see here. 3, 2, this doesn't tell you everything, but they give you an idea. And that quick idea can get you information. Because if you go here also you have information very well classified. The percentage, I don't care, you have the mining total, and that's the reason why this is very well made, because I understood the basics pretty quickly. And this is one of the good things in this game, the frontier map. They made it very good. The structural complex is a little complicated visually, but it's not a problem. And this is also a different example. The combat support, they have their own color, so they tell you that this is something a little different than usual. And for example, these pros that are out of the mining thing, they tell you that also there's difference. And that amount of thing is important, because the first thing that humans see and the first thing that you see at 5 seconds are geometry, colors. As you can see, these are not this is an octagon, this is an hexagon, and this is a square. Another crucial difference. So this is actually a good design. This, on the other hand, for example, is not, because yellow. What does it? What does yellow tell me? Thermal, electric, guarding, shielding. So you see that the color doesn't match, because every color that I see is actually a very different thing. And it can even be a guard, a shield, a boost. And I cannot correlate that in my brain. I don't know if anyone can. For example, this visually is well, not that complex to know, but for example, this is night vision, this zero lapse, this red zone, and it doesn't really tell you anything because the title is so simple. Night vision. What does the night vision do? Give you night vision. It doesn't give you an idea actually of what to do. You have to do to read the description, and you have to remember that. And it's classified here by class, but I wouldn't do that. I will classify more of stats, and you'll unlock, because at the end you will know if you locked or locked this, because you can put into the skill which class it is and not a. So at the end it's bad categorized, and you can lose the time to figure out where is where. So you get lost. So you see that this is not a. This is not just an idiot saying things that they don't know. I mean, he doesn't know. I know because I play games a lot. I know because I tried to design this for people to enjoy when I made a Minecraft server. And it failed because of these reasons. Why didn't Monolith fail because of these reasons? Well, probably because the public is different. Or because the players know. But I like this story, love this story. I want to keep playing this game about this story, but I cannot stream this if I'm going to get stuck at this point for a game. Because, well, yes, in my personal time, I'll just try to get this done. But here time is running out. So I hope you can understand this. I hope I made a statement clear not only to game developers but for every single in general. Do not overcomplicate things and test things with people that don't have an idea and see how much time they take to get to where you think it should be a good position. Did that phase of testing occur here? I don't know. Probably they did, probably they didn't. I mean, I don't know if anyone was saying for a game that they don't know or they cannot. Or I don't even. Probably the testers will say, "Oh, the game looks awesome," but they can't give a criticism about these kind of things because let's be real, nobody that tests games has studies in human psychology, and well, when you sell this to the general public, you need to set it to an expectation that everyone must defeat this, and about 50% of the gamers should be able to get to 100%. Yes, this is more like for one person that I knew, which was an static addict. But yes, I'm sorry, but this has to end because there's no way I can go that. It's impossible, not even with the information you give, anyone gives me, because I'm not going to go anywhere. I argue this game wasn't designed for the idea of being a game and more so software to test technical limitations. This to test technical limitations? And you sell this for $60? I see, this could be a great game if they just don't overcomplicate things. The game media probably should release a mod for Xenoblade which makes the things that I complain about a fix and then makes a proper game, because otherwise this sucks. And trust me, when I say that it sucks, it means that anyone that looks at this and you try to explain here how it goes, he won't have a clue. I mean, I can try with 3 or 4 people and to see the information and tell me, do you understand how this goes? Do you know where to find things? And nobody will say yes, unless they spend a lot of time. Because sorting is not also the best ability into the games developer. So I'm sorry, but this has to go this way. So don't expect tomorrow there will be a stream at the same hour, but don't expect it to be Xenoblade because there's no way I can get out of here by my own in the short time.